Hey guys, it's Rob. Hey, I got a nice day here, so I'm gonna try to make a couple videos real quick. First one I'm gonna make is just a, cap on me having way too much time on my hands. Last week I was kind of going through that whole, maybe I'll get my boat painted, or maybe I'll get it wrapped. Got some pretty cool stuff getting it wrapped nowadays. So I was looking through some pictures, and it's pretty expensive. But it got me to thinking about some other things. How else could I make my boat just a little bit different than everybody else's? So I came up into the boat, just kind of snooping around, looking at stuff. And one thing that caught my mind, and again, this is purely just, hey, look what I did thing. And it really serves no purpose other than that to you viewers. But I was thinking, the head covers on our engines, they're cool and all, black, nice silver, Yamaha, high output stuff. But it's kind of bland. So I don't know if I ever showed the outside of my boat. I got the red one, the 2012 red, standard, Yamaha graphics. So interior, as you can see, it's gray with black trim and white. So I thought, hey, let's see what we can do to take up some of my time. So here's what I did. I took off my head covers. I just kind of matched them. Again, way too much time on my hands, but I thought, hey, that looks pretty cool. Maybe somebody else might think that's kind of cool too and match their boat maybe. So here's how I did it. Obviously I took them off. And then I used first, I got some actual plastic primer. There's all kinds of different primers out there. You got to make sure that it's compatible with, some of the other paints and stuff. Because, I've primed some stuff, and then I've tried to paint over it, and it bubbles up. So you kind of got to make sure they're compatible. But this is just stuff I got from Lowe's. This one here. Actually, Home Depot. I take that back. $6-7 a can. I don't know. Let that dry. It's all white. And then I just did the whole thing white. Primed the whole entire thing. And I got some pictures, and I'll try to squeeze them in to the video somehow. I don't know how to do that. My wife knows how to do that stuff. So then I went over to Home Depot or AutoZone, because I thought, well, it's going to get hot. I don't know how hot, but I wanted to be safe. So I got some engine enamel, and this is VHT, very high temperature engine enamel from AutoZone. This is black. I got the red, and I got white also. I left the white at the house. But anyway, but here's the trick to this stuff. When you spray it on, it was kind of cloudy, and I was like, what the hell's going on with this stuff? And so obviously, like a guy, after everything's done, I try to read the directions. So it's just supposed to cook it, and obviously the engine heat's going to help cure it as well, even further. So I thought, man, what's the best way to cook it? So I got two of them, so I tried two different ways. The first one I tried, I used my heat gun, and that worked really well. It took a little while, but I had nothing else to do. So it took probably, with each color, and you can see it because it came out to be a real nice kind of shine. Probably 45 minutes maybe. But yeah, just sitting in the garage jamming to some tunes and just kind of, heating this stuff up. And you can watch it, like different angles. You can see it starting to get glossy and set up and looks really good. The other one, the directions say to cook it for, I think it was 2 hours. Let me see here real fast. 2 hours at 200 degrees, I believe. Yeah. 200 degrees for 2 hours. That's supposed to be the ideal thing. So I thought, well, I'll try it in the oven. Worked great, but it stuck up the house like a son of a bitch. Boy, I had all the windows open. And it's not your average paint booth smell either. It just kind of smelled like hot plastic and hot paint. But it came out with the same effect as with the heat gun. So, and it was done, it took me 2 or 3 days because it says to let it You're supposed to let it set up for like 7 days before it's fully cured. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, I baked it. It worked really well. Again, I'll show it to you again. I thought it turned out pretty good. You know, I'm not an artist by any means, but you could tell it's got a nice little shine to it. You know, it turned out pretty well. It was definitely a pain in the ass taping off those letters and shit and everything else. Man, it was a pain in the neck, but yeah, man, I thought it turned out pretty good. So I figured I'd do a little video, and this is more of a hey, look what I did, more than any kind of instructional. You know, that was it. So anyway, I figured I'd share that with all of you. I'm going to do another video today. I think I'm going to try to get 2 in today. One about the stereo antenna. And then I had 2 viewers approach me about something. One was a 12-volt supply. His boat didn't come with one, so he wants to know how to put it in there. It's pretty easy, so that's coming. And the other one was a little rubber discharge came out from the exhaust port, and I kind of got some answers on that. So that video is going to come out as well. Also, one for later in the week, I'm going to pull off the jet unit in the back. I know I had a few problems when I was stationed in Missouri. The lake that's up there is kind of way below a lot of wooded areas, so when you get storms and stuff out there, you get a lot of wood and debris in the water. And there ain't nothing worse than hearing the screeching sound of a big piece of wood wedged in against your propeller, and you can't get that shit out. And I wasn't about to spend $1,000 for a dealer to do it when I know exactly how to do it. So I'll show you all how to take that rear jet unit off and pull the actual propeller out, or the impeller, whatever you want to call it, so you can get debris out of there if you get it stuck in there, whether it's a rope, because I've done that 1,000 times, or chunks of wood. So those are coming hopefully this week. So that's it. Got any more questions about the paint? Again, just let me know and I'll try to answer best I can. See ya.